Hello and welcome to Drunk on Tea. I'm sure everyone watching can list off a load of things they don't like about Games Workshop, and no doubt I could be a much bigger YouTuber if I started saying how everything is the death of GW. But a recent interaction with a business has made me want to shine some light on one of GW's best features, and something they don't get enough recognition for: their customer service team. This is going to be a tale of two companies. Well, technically three, but one of them is Every, and everybody in the UK who has had any dealings with Every knows what you get. The complete night and day difference between the customer service is quite a shock. I just had to make this video to talk about it. So go and grab a cup of tea as I talk about just how different customer service can be. I'll start off with GW. I've had no complaints about their customer service team at all. A few times now I've ordered things directly from GW, and very occasionally there have been a few problems. Missing parts to the models, or the product has been damaged when it's arrived. These things happen, and if you order enough from a company, eventually something will be wrong, so I don't hold these against them. During one of the Middle-earth made-to-order runs, the Breaking of the Fellowship set came up, and I didn't have these sculpts of the Fellowship, so I decided to order it. The order arrived in a couple of weeks, which is normal for made-to-order runs, as they can take up to 180 days to arrive, although I've never had one take this long before, but 2 or 3 weeks is about average. When I opened my box, I discovered the blade of Legolas's sword was broken off. This is just a small bit of metal, so I'm assuming it was just knocked off, or a fault in the mould, that it was missed out when it was produced. After looking in the rest of the box, I couldn't find the broken part to reattach, so I knew I would have to contact customer services. Luckily, GW made it really easy to find the email address on the website. All you need is the order number and what's wrong, including photos if possible. So I sent off an email with a few pictures of the missing blade. The models arrived on a Saturday, and I sent the email the same day, and it says on the website to give 2 working days for a reply, so I wasn't expecting to hear anything back until about Wednesday at the earliest. Monday morning, I get an email from the customer service team apologising for the mistake, and another set of the Breaking of the Fellowship will be sent out to me. Keep in mind that the order window for this made-to-order run was over, so I was expecting maybe a partial refund because it was only a small part of a mini that was broken, and with all the flash in the box and a bit of green stuff, I could easily make a new blade for the weapon myself, but no, they are sending out a whole new box of all the models, and I don't need to send back the broken set. 2 days later, the set arrived, so now I have 2 sets of the Breaking of the Fellowship, with one model needing a little bit of a kit bash just to give it a weapon. Every time I've had to contact customer services, the service has been excellent like this, replacements sent out instantly, and replies to their email inbox coming a lot quicker than expected. I've had to do it for a few missing sprues in a box of miniatures before, and once because a pot of paint was damaged in transport and arrived leaking. Every time, it's been resolved quickly. I've seen online other people also receive great service. I saw someone ordered a starter set and the rulebook was damaged, with the glue holding the spine in place had seeped out into the pages, meaning you couldn't open the book. When they contacted customer services, they were sent a whole new starter box, not just a new copy of the rulebook. Speedy service and quick replacements or refunds are all most people are after. It makes me less worried about ordering from GW, because I know if there is a problem, I can get it resolved quickly and easily, and it really is a stress-free affair. Now for what should have been a really simple problem to resolve, with a much smaller company that you would think would care more about their customers. If you're enjoying the video, please press like. If you want more videos, press the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. And if you'd like to support the channel, please become a member by pressing the join button down below or joining me over on Patreon. I ordered some beer from the Black Sheep Brewing Co. They've recently released a line of Megadeth beers. As someone who loves Megadeth, and enjoys a beer from time to time, as a change from tea, I thought it would be nice to try these. So I ordered a couple of cases of beer from their website, which wasn't cheap after also paying for postage. And after a couple of days I received the notification that my beer had been dispatched via Every, which I thought was going to be the biggest of my issues. I was going to come home to find beer just left on my doorstep or sent to my neighbour's house, or maybe even thrown into my back garden. A day or two later, I got the email saying my package was out for delivery, quickly followed an hour or so later by an email saying, "There was a problem with your delivery. We'll try again tomorrow." A couple of days pass and my beer still hasn't arrived. So I go through the pain in the arse process of raising a complaint with Every, who are about as helpful as a chocolate teapot. But eventually enough time passes that they get in touch saying that they've lost my parcel and I need to contact the seller. This is where the real stress begins. It's a Saturday when Every inform me that they've lost my package. So I start looking online for contact details for Black Sheep Brewery. I find a phone number and call it, for it just to ring and ring and ring with no one answering. I then find an email address on the website, so I send an email explaining the situation and asking for the beer to be sent out again. Almost instantly, I get an email back saying the inbox is unreachable. Find an alternative email address, send the same email, and receive the bounce back. The email I received when I placed my original order said if I had any questions I could reply to that email, so I sent the same email informing them what had happened, and once again received a bounce back. After trying to call the phone number again, still not getting anyone to pick up, I decided to email Keystone Brewery, the company that owns Black Sheep. At least this email didn't bounce back. I get an automated response saying that they will be back to me in 2 working days, so I assume I should hear something by the end of Wednesday, and I go on with the rest of my day and week. Wednesday comes and goes with no contact, so on Friday I decide to call the number again, and this time the phone is picked up. So I explain the situation and the girl on the other end of the phone says that this is a common problem and they will resend my order via Royal Mail. It will be with me sometime next week. At this point I'm thinking, great, it's taken a bit longer than expected, but at least I'll get my beer. Another week goes by and I've still not received my package or received any notification from the company, so I call again and another girl picks up the phone. Once again I explain the situation, say that I was promised another delivery, but I haven't heard anything. The girl takes all of my details and says she will speak to the team and call me back in a bit, but it should be on its way soon. I called at 9:30 in the morning and still haven't heard anything back by 4:30 in the afternoon. So I call the number again, and the phone is picked up by a man who explains that he works for trade sales and all the online sales team have gone home. But he does agree with me that it's wrong, that no one's called me back. He goes on to explain that there's been a lot of missing deliveries, and although he can't access the system, there is a spreadsheet with deliveries to be resent out on there. He takes my details, checks the sheet, and informs me that I am on there, and it should be sent out soon. I leave it for 2 weeks and still don't hear anything. Keep in mind that the email I sent to Keystone Brewery said they would get back to me in 2 days. It's now been over a month. So after leaving it for 2 more weeks, I'm now beginning to get angry because there are now deals on the website where I should have received free postage, and the Black Friday deals mean that the beer is now cheaper than when I ordered it, so I decide to call again. Once again I get through to that guy in trade sales, as everyone in online sales had gone home for the day. This phone call was made at 3 o'clock, so I really want to know what hours online sales are working. I explain the situation again and he checks the spreadsheet. My name is still on there, but now it's been marked up for a refund. I'm happy that I'm getting a refund at this point, but no one has been in contact with me regarding this refund, and it hasn't even come through to my card yet. So I was told that it's still on the spreadsheet and could take up to 10 working days to be processed. I'm beginning to wonder if I will ever receive an email informing me that I'm getting my money back. And that's the story of 2 completely different kinds of customer service. One where I instantly get replacement models and end up with 2 sets of the Fellowship, and another when my beer goes missing and I end up spending hours and hours and I've still not got my beer or money back. I think I mostly made this video because I had to get it off my chest, and Black Sheep Brewery clearly aren't listening to me. I doubt they will ever see this video, but if they do, it would have been nice if you'd have just sent me out my beer. I was looking forward to sitting down, listening to P-Cells, while sipping on a couple of cold ones. But instead, I have to give the advice to everyone who's watched this far. Please don't buy from the Black Sheep Brewing Co. Order from Games Workshop instead. At least they care that you receive your products and that they are in good condition. Please let me know in the comments down below if you've ever had dealings with GW customer service and what did you think? And have you ever tried the Megadeth beer from Black Sheep Brewing Co? Because I probably won't be able to. So thank you very much for watching. Normal painting service will resume next week. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. And happy painting!